to another YouTube video. It's Wednesday and I'm in the car. Obviously I'm headed to the gym, and like usually when first of all it's Wednesday and also when I'm in the car, that means it's deadlifts day. So I got deadlifts today. I think I got a top double at RP 7ish, so not too crazy, not too heavy, and we'll see where we end up at the day. And so yeah, is there anything else? I don't think so actually. One thing, we are 3.5 weeks out from nationals basically, so it's closing in for sure, but this week has been feeling pretty good. Last week I was going crazy easy because it was deload week and I was really fatigued. This week, start of the week, have been feeling strong, although like the weights have still been pretty conservative. And so now today I'll just see where we end up. Obviously I think if I were able to go up to 190 to 100 for a double, I would be really happy, but I also have to adjust on what's there on the day, if it's 200 or 180 instead, or if it's even 210, who knows. But so just gonna stay conservative, try to get a good feeling, just build the momentum because we are closing in. I think I got like fours after as backups, but we'll see on the day. So just gonna get to the gym and I'll see you there. Alright, I am at the gym. I just did my activation and I'm gonna start it on the deadlift. And so just gonna warm up like usual. So you've seen that before, I won't show it. I did my activation, I did my rehab at home before we went here, and now I'm gonna start with the bar, just get some blood flow feeling it, then 70 kilos, 2 sets, then 100, 120, 140, 155, 170, 180 or 185, depending on how 170 feels. And then after 180, 185, I'll see if I go like 190 or 200 for the double. We'll see from there. So I'll update you once I'm at like 170, I think. I hope that I'll start feeling a little bit better during the session, because honestly I don't have any appetite at the moment. So I still eat, but it kind of makes me feel a little bit sickish when I eat because I have no appetite. So I still eat my calories and my food, but I just don't have any appetite right now. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, sometimes that's the case. So I do feel like a little bit sluggish just because of eating. So I hope that once I get moving, my stomach will start working and I will just start feeling more energized. Either way, let's get going. And deadlifts, and then after deadlifts obviously we got back exercises, but first of all deadlifts. So I'll update you once I'm at like 170ish. Felt amazing, like really good. So I'm gonna go 200 right now, and I think that's gonna be the top double, just because even if it does feel really good, I have like this gut feeling that I have like 205 or something for a double. I just realized that I've done doubles and triples and even fours at 200 like many times, but I actually never tried to like go above and rep something above. However, there is a time and place to do that, so I'm not gonna do it right now today, but I do have a gut feeling that I have more. So I'm gonna do 200 for a double, then we're gonna go down. I have 4 times 4 after that, and I think I'm gonna go 190 for that, but we shall see. First of all, 200 double. I'm hyped, my energy is up. Let's go. That flew. I 100% for sure would have had like 205, 207 and a half. Maybe that's, but definitely 205. So my gut feeling that I have more in me, that's right. I did stress it a little bit because I wanted it to be easy. So could probably be a little bit calmer and would actually probably have moved the same. But either way, I'm very happy about that. And it is week 3 of the block that I'm currently on. But how this week is looking is like a normal week 2, because last week was deload, and that's just because the next week is gonna be like week 3, and then I will get a new block, but that new block will only be like the last week of normal block. That will be week 1, and the second week will be the taper week for nationals. Then, however, I am actually not going all out for national, or I will do nationals. I do want to do well at nationals because I want to give my ego a nice pat on the back. But either way, I will see what's there. Oh, hold on. So, I will see what's there on the day at nationals. But after that, once I'm done with nationals, what I'm gonna do is basically, I got worlds. So I decided, not this last week, but the week before that, I decided to do open worlds in Lithuania. I had a decision to go previously, last year too, but I postponed my decision a little bit because it is a challenge, and I was thinking maybe I should just focus on juniors only for my last year as a junior and not like really go with the challenge, but get more of an off season, a longer off season, and not worry about anything. But then I realized that I'm kind of doing that just because I'm like a little bit afraid of the challenge, because it's gonna be stressful. My main obstacle is myself, because I stress myself. I get to a point where I stress myself about what I'm gonna do, and I hype myself up. I get hyper-intention and whatever, and I screw things up. So the challenge is me, and I realized that the main decision that I wanted to not do it was not because I was thinking long-term like I thought it was just because I didn't want to take that challenge. So now I'm going in there with a feel of heavy opposition, and just that's a challenge. That's like a completely new type of stress for me. So for nationals, I don't really get that, and then I'm definitely willing to like sacrifice nationals and to keep my training in phase for worlds, obviously. So we're gonna see what I do at nationals, but if I don't perform like exceptionally, that is okay too. At the same time, not gonna shy away like think, oh, I'm just gonna chill at nationals and do nothing, because that's again me jumping away from a challenge. So I try to like take this challenge head on, and my main goal is just to win over myself and my own like demons and stress and everything that I'm like scared of. And also I am going 69 for nationals, but I will do 63 at open worlds in Lithuania. But it's gonna be my first ever open worlds for powerlifting. I did open worlds in bench press 2021, and that was actually in Lithuania. And I was supposed to do juniors and open bench press worlds, but I decided to, previously you were allowed to do 2 divisions in the same meet, but at this meet they decided from that there on that you can't do 2 divisions. So I had to choose, do I want to do juniors or open? And juniors was like a case of guaranteed gold medal world champion in bench press, and open was like definitely not guaranteed, probably a guaranteed silver, but not guaranteed. But I just decided to do open instead because it was more of a challenge. I could grow more. It felt like it meant more, even though I wasn't gonna win. Turned out I actually won at that meet, so I became the open bench press world champion in 2021. That was in Lithuania. Lithuania was a nice country to be in. It was simple to travel to for me, and it was just simple. That's what I can say. So it feels like a little bit nice, like a little bit, that's not gonna be so much of a challenge like going to a new country, because I've been in Lithuania before. I have competed in the open before, but it's not that it's like open powerlifting, and that's definitely way bigger as well. But I'm excited for that challenge. All right, now I'm gonna go since 200 felt crazy good for 2 reps. It felt like an RP 7, meaning I felt like I had 2 to 3 reps left in the reserve or something. The quality of the reps was really good, and the rate of perceived exertion was like a 7 out of 10. So now I got 4 times 4 at RP 7 as well. So I'm going down 10 kilos. I think that will be sufficient. We're gonna see obviously if this feels a little bit too heavy, I have to go down. Gonna get in the mindset. I have rested enough now, but I'm trying to really get my rest periods a little bit longer, because usually I'm a person who rests for like 1.5 minutes a go, and that's actually a little bit too short. So let's get going and see how it goes. for 190. Second set was the worst set. First set was the easiest set, but the third and last set were the best set because I was calm and, you know, technique was solid. They were a little bit like slower because I was so calm, but I could create like more pressure, if that makes sense. So I could definitely grind more. On the first set, it was easy because it was the first. But let's say I continued, I would probably lose a rep due to technique, like I did on the second set, you know, grip, falling or something. But these two, I could have grinded, which means when I got to a point of losing, it would have been because of strength. And I usually can find that's the case sometimes when I do multiple sets at a weight that, like the first sets, can definitely be the easiest, but the last sets are usually like the best, where I feel the strongest, just because, you know, technique is so solid and I'm so calm because now I know I got them. But one thing that I'm happy about is, you know, it's all a mindset. And today I made this session good because I didn't come in expecting to or hoping to do a certain weight. I just came in and like created the weight that I wanted because I had a mindset of going in, being strong and being fully there and actually trying my best. I was tired this morning, really tired. I have been for a while, to a point where I kind of think like I have a headache. I don't know, my upper trap is really, really tense. So due to that, I got a headache all day yesterday, which made me really tired. I had it this morning as well, to a point where I was like, I actually contemplating resting today. But then I said, no, I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna do my best, because I'm not sick. And, you know, it went really well because I did my best in the session and I actually decided to try. I've gotten used to ammonia now, so now I can like use it and get fired up, but not get stressed or anything. But I can use it to just like go, and then I kind of focus. And obviously as well, something that helps for this session is I am fresh. Even though I was tired and everything, I am fresh, and that's kind of why I knew that I could also try and I wasn't gonna like keep myself back too much, because last week I went really easy for the deload and volume this block is also way lower. So I knew I was gonna be stronger today because I am fresh. I was fresh yesterday, I felt super strong yesterday, I felt very strong this Monday, so you know, I am fresh. I just want to keep this freshness going a little bit until nationals, like not go too crazy, because I could have gone heavy now, but then, you know, it would have been hard to recover. I don't want the heavyweights to come yet until nationals, and then obviously for worlds, but I just try to focus on one thing at a time. Now we got back accessories. I need to check what I got. I think it's dumbbell rows and lat pull downs, but I'm gonna recheck and get cleaned up a little bit and stuff, and then let's go. For today. So I had dumbbell rows and then I had lat pull downs. Just neutral lat pull downs. The rows felt better in the last two sets than they did in the first set. I'm only showing you the last set. In the dumbbell row at the moment, I actually try to increase the weight a little bit. So sometimes I'm gonna have these periods when weight is way lighter and I'm way stricter and slower, and then I'm gonna have periods where I do try to increase the weight a little bit, because I do get stuck in, when I try to be super strict, I get stuck in like not being able to increase the weight. So sometimes try to go up, just focus on weight a little bit, get strength, and then I can go a little bit heavier on my strict sets, and then I can go a little bit heavier on my unstrict sets. It continues. I found that works well for me. So as well in the leg pull downs, I went a little bit heavier than usual and try to be as strict as possible, but strictness isn't as perfect when it gets heavy for me. So, but it did feel like the mind to muscle connection was amazing, although I can look at the videos and be like, Alba, really? This is not how you want it to look. But I know like the mind to muscle connection, I can feel my lats being tired, like really tired. And for me, it's like more wrong when I can feel my upper traps. So I'm not too worried. I know it works this way for me. And it was supposed to be heavier today as well in the program for these. And deadlift was absolutely amazing, like really, really, really good. And now I'm drinking the rest of my orange juice. So during this session, this was easy to drink. Remember, I had like this nausea thing in the beginning when I got into the gym because I had been eating, I had no appetite, and was like full and feeling like ugh. Now I do feel the same way, and I think my hunger just isn't the same because volume isn't as high, and I've been going crazy easy last week, so I definitely like don't need the same amount of food as I normally do, which is why my appetite is lower. But since I don't have, like, I have to cut any weight or anything for a long time, I might as well like just eat. So either way, I did go a little bit lighter, a little bit less food today, just because I haven't had any appetite at all. So I feel the same. I'm just gonna finish just a few sips of this. It reminds me that, like, yeah, sometimes when you sip this on a water gun when you've been after you're waiting in competition, it's always disgusting as well, just because when you try to drink it fast. But yeah, I'm gonna sip this and then I'm actually gonna head home and yeah, just relax with the family. Actually today I'm already hanging with clients and I have been working, so I might go into the chat and answer some clients, do some work, but we shall see. It mainly depends because I do train in the evening on Wednesdays instead, so I do like work more before that, and then on other days I'm gonna work like throughout the entire day and train in the morning instead. So it's just a little bit different for me on Wednesdays because I have to go into the city. On that note, I will start doing, I need to ask Yoe again because he said to me yesterday he wanted me to go do deadlift another time this week, so we want to up our deadlifts. I just have to check if it's this week, but otherwise this week on Saturdays I also need to get in there. Then I'm gonna bench on the harder Leica bench, just because at nationals it's the harder Leica bench. Like the newest Leica bench is like softer, no difference. The hard, you know, the not the old Leica bench, but like the middle one that's very hard. I don't feel affected like at all, but it's nice to like know the feeling does. And so I can train on that on Saturdays. I'm gonna have another deadlift day, which previously, because I have been dieting a lot, I always had injury issues when I had another deadlift day. So we're gonna see if I can push and put in another day without getting injuries if we don't do it after squats, but we do it like before bench press instead, and see, do I get any pain in my knee and groin, or is it fine? I did have pain in my knee, groin, and lower back last week, so I might as well have that issue and this time around as well. But we're gonna see. I think it will be better because I am not dieting, I'm not cutting weight, and that it's not another day, and my injuries, like my groin and knee, has been way better recently than they were in the past. So due to that, it definitely may be working a little bit better, but we shall see for that part. Now I need to get going. I already did my rehab and everything. I feel really good. It doesn't even feel like, the thing is, I did a volume PR. It was heavy weights, but I feel good. Like usually at these weights, you know, I'm gonna be toast. But it's like I'm not even too tired in my grip. I'm not too tired anywhere. I can't feel my groin or knee or anything, and it was a volume PR, so that I like. It's looking good. We're 3 weeks out to nationals, and then after that it's 7 weeks, so 10-ish weeks out from Worlds. So that's gonna be fun. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video, probably a squat session sometime this week. And yeah, I'll see you there.